Hi, Lenore here again, and I want to indicate some items that I didn't quite make clear the first time around. The gain or loss on the disposal of an asset. This only includes long-term assets. This could be a long-term investment, a long-term fixed asset, which would be machinery, equipment, a vehicle, or it could be a long-term intangible asset. If you remember, these are patents, trademarks, and trade names. The word proceeds is solely a word that you will hear when you begin work. Our authors choose to say cash received from the disposal. And financing activities, to be more specific about long-term liabilities, our authors are going to use bonds payable. So this would include bonds payable, but it would also include any long-term debt that you had out there. So I'd like to show you a quick little reference sheet for how the cash flow, how the balance sheet and the cash flow work together. So let's work with this first section here, current assets and long-term assets. If on your balance sheet you realize you have an increase on your balance sheet, you're going to show it as a reduction on your statement of cash flows. That means you're going to show it in brackets. If you realize you have a decrease on your balance sheet for your current assets and long-term assets, you're going to show it on the statement of cash flows as an increase. So what does this really mean? Well, the reduction on your statement of cash flows is going to be in brackets. You're going to reduce whatever you're adding up, netting, if you will. You're going to subtract that from the total. Now, your current liabilities, long-term liabilities, and equity move in a different direction than your assets. So if you show an increase on the balance sheet for your liabilities and equity, you're going to show it as an increase on the statement of cash flow. That's going to be the result. And if you have a decrease in the balance on your balance sheet, that's the change, is a decrease between beginning and ending, you're going to show this as a reduction on your statement of cash flows. So I don't believe your authors make this as clear as it could be. You're not the only students who run into this problem of trying to remember, is it increasing or decreasing on my cash flow? This is just endemic to preparing a cash flow in general. We all, myself included, have the same problem trying to remember. So hopefully this will work as a reference sheet for you, and my next tape or podcast will begin working through a statement of cash flows. Lenore out.